The new UnTarget defender mechanic will help you shut down cheese blitzes. So right here, I have the defense in the formation nickel double mug, even though the offense is going to block their running back so that they have 6 players blocking to pick up the 6 blitzers on the defense. There is still going to be a blitzer who comes in free, and that's because I am mugging the gap here with my user, and I have him manned up on the running back. When you do that, one of the 2 right side edge defenders are going to come in free. So if I go ahead and snap this ball, you can see that in this case, it is the defender off the far right edge, and he comes in for an easy sack on the quarterback. So in previous years, people would have different methods of picking up these blitzes. It may involve sliding, it may involve IDing the mic on a certain defender, but this year, with the new mechanic that EA just added, it is 1,000 times easier. And all you're gonna do is use the UnTarget defender mechanic on the user who is mugging the gap. And so if I'm on offense here, the first thing I'm gonna do is block my running back, and then I'm gonna use UnTarget defender. And so how do we do that? If you hold down LB or L1, it will pull up your pass protection menu. And if you look at the bottom of the menu, if you press Y for Xbox or triangle for PlayStation, it says UnTarget defender. And so we're gonna go ahead and press that, and it's gonna bring up this icon, this little fire icon right here. And you can move it around with your left stick. You wanna place it on the user who is standing in between the 2 linebackers and mugging the gap. And then you're gonna select him with A on Xbox or X on PlayStation, and you can see that now nobody is assigned to block that player. And of course it is a small risk, because if the user decides to just sprint straight down, then there's a chance he comes in free. But 99% of players who are usering with that safety and standing in the gap between the 2 linebackers, they're not just gonna sprint straight down. They're trying to stand in the gap and then user in coverage. And so when you untarget him and you tell your O-line not to worry about blocking him, then when you snap the ball, you can see that now the blitz gets picked up perfectly and you have time to make reads and try to find somebody open. And so this UnTarget defender mechanic is going to be a complete game changer in terms of picking up blitzes, because so many blitzes rely on the user distracting an O-lineman that when you can just clearly see the user walk up into a gap, you can just hold down LB or L1, UnTarget defender, and then just put the icon on him real quick and select him, and now you don't have to worry about it. This is an absolute game changer on the offensive side of the ball, and I think that it's going to completely change the types of blitzes that people have to come up with, because you can no longer simply rely on your user to mug a gap and distract an O lineman and allow an edge defender to come in free.